Once again, Super Slot 75 movie reviews with a twist. Okay, let's talk about the most divisive movie of the year so far, 2019. It is Glass. I don't understand all the vitriol and why everyone's so pissy about the ending, and I loved it. I like M. Night Shyamalan. He gets not enough respect in my eyes. People try to put him in a box. You cannot put M. Night Shyamalan in a box. Has he had some movies like the Woods movie, The Forest? That made me mad. But Lady in the Lake, I like Lady in the Water. I'm for the most part, I am a fan of M. Night Shyamalan. I don't have an issue with his movies and how he does the direction of his movie. Okay, so let's get into it. I would first implore you to definitely watch Unbreakable. Even though Glass is not like so much a direct sequel to Unbreakable, listen, at the end of the day, had Split not done so well, we wouldn't have this third installment. So I can't even call it an installment. You wouldn't have Glass if it wasn't for the critical and financial success of Split. Period, point blank, okay? Do watch Unbreakable, definitely, and Split, of course. James McAvoy, wow. I don't know who's a better actor between him and Michael Fassbender. These two guys, clear thespians. McAvoy is just an actor's actor. All the personality switches he does in this particular movie, and you just see him, and right before your eyes, he's doing it, and it's just like, wow. So, you hear a lot of talk of DID, dissociative identity disorder. Happens when children or people come into contact with trauma, abuse. They build these altars to protect the hurt individual, the hurt psyche, the broken psyche. It's basically a protection or defense mechanism. These walls he's built up in these different altars. So the main altar is Patricia. She's referred to as the High Priestess. She's in control of all the altars. Hedwig is the 9-year-old. We can assume Hedwig was basically the age at when Kevin Crumb experienced his trauma and abuse in the form of his mother. There's a quick scene with the mother coming in with a hot iron because Kevin was running through the house. Oh my gosh. So I thought it brought back flashbacks of good times with Penny getting beat with the iron. Oh, okay, wow. So in this particular movie, let's give a shout out to Mr. Glass, the melanated brother who is ascended, has found his true purpose, and puts forth his action into plan in this particular universe. He is the mastermind. It is through the brother that all these superheroes are witnessed or born or created. He is the ultimate protagonist. He is the one that ushers in the age of the superheroes in this particular in this universe that M. Night Shyamalan has created. The brother was always in purple. Purple means royalty. Don't mean to get esoteric with everybody, but some things need to be said. Also, there was a scene when Mr. Glass is about to be lobotomized. There's a cross in the middle of his forehead, signifying the location of the pineal gland. But Mr. Glass, being Mr. Glass, he changed out the magnifying glass for the laser. And what they thought they lobotomized him, they did not, because he changed out the magnifying glass of the laser beforehand. This guy is brilliant. The whole time he's been playing dumb, like he's been in this drugged up stupor. He's been hiding the pills. He reveals that he was hiding the pills to I don't know which character we want to talk about when it comes to the Beast or whatever, but that particular character, he speaks to Patricia. Patricia gets it, and they got a plan to break them all out. Okay, so in the beginning, David Dunn is doing his overseer things, fighting crime. He's a vigilante. He discovers the Beast in Hedwig. He discovers a red clay factory, saves the girls. The first skirmish, the Beast and David Dunn go at it. Comes to a draw. They get arrested. They get sent to the Ravenhill Institute. Now, we already knew the doctor was up to something. We knew she wasn't a regular doctor or psychiatrist, whatever the case may be. Come to find out she's working for a secret society that wants to suppress superheroes and the villains because they feel they need to keep the world in order and balance. They're not necessarily bad guys. They just feel they're doing, God's work, whatever the case may be. Okay. A lot of comic book tropes used in this film. I like the way which M. Night Shyamalan has done. He didn't make fun of it, but he used the grand finale, the grand showdown, the assembling of the main characters. I mean, M. Night really did his homework as far as the comic book breakdown, storyboards, all the way the comic book should flow in a movie. So we get to the climax. Glass breaks out. The Beast. Also, Glass has a plan to broadcast this showdown to show the world, hey, we are here. I know there's more of you out there. Come join us. Come out to be seen. Something like Magneto, call to arms to all mutants to stop being afraid and hiding yourselves and come out into the light. Also, the light. The light is a reference to which altar shows up and to be dealt with, or who's speaking or who's in turn. So everyone's always fighting to stay away from the light. The Doctor wants the main altar to come to the light to kind of renounce that they're not, the Beast is not who we think he is. She does a very good job of explaining away the superhero abilities of Dunn and the Beast. She's like, anyone can do what you've done. If you watch things long enough, simple, cause and effect methods. And she almost causes doubt in David Dunn and the Beast, because there's one point where the Beast is like, or Patricia's like, do they doubt us? Or maybe what if he can't do what they say what we think he can do? And she reveals this kind of this weak moment to Mr. Glass. Mr. Glass has all the faith in the world that, hey, you are what you are. You guys can do. You can do what you do. The woman is crazy. You guys are superheroes and villains. You guys have extraordinary powers. You can do whatever you've been doing. Wow, really, really deep psychological movie. M. Night really picks your brain on this. You got to think about this one. You had to really think watching this movie. Okay, so then during the climax, Glass hacks all the cameras in Ravenhill, saves on the file, and sends it to his mother and the girl that the Beast let go. Also, the girl from Split that the Beast let go. His weakness is her. She's the only one that can basically depower the Beast and summon the boy Kevin Crumbs into the light. We all know that David Dunn's weakness is water. Pretty miserable death, him being drowned in a pool of a puddle of water right before the Doctor reveals herself to him and explains why she's doing what she does. A lot of people are pissed off about David Dunn's death. I'm like, water was his weakness. I mean, does it have to be a gallon of water, 1,000 gallons of water? Water is water when I last checked, right? Okay, so then during the moment when the girl summons Kevin Crumb, Kevin shows up. One of the snipers, of course, one of the Secret Society snipers, shoots David in the stomach. He pretty much dies from his injuries, as he goes to his different altars and in front of the girl. It was a pretty intense scene. But before then, they find out David's son finds out that Kevin's father was on the train that Mr. Glass had rigged to derail. And with that being said, the Beast was like, "Oh, okay. Well, thank you for making me who I am. But hey, you took away my father." He breaks his shoulder. Oh my God! He breaks his clavicle, scapula, in such a painful fashion. And then he basically caves his chest in. He caves his chest in, right? And then he goes out to fight. To fight David Dunn again, and then that Glass falls out of his chair. He falls into his knees, and you hear his bones break. And he's like, he falls out of his. Oh my God, painful! His mother runs over to him, and they have a little final moment. He's like, I wasn't a mistake, Mama. She's like, no, you wasn't a mistake. You weren't a mistake, Elijah. And, just a painful way. And then the Doctor comes over here, kind of gloats, say, hey, it is what it is. I'm gonna go see this movie again just because. All right, so Dunn is dying, or not? Dunn is dead. Crumb is pretty much dying in the arms of the girl, right? And then so then one final meeting with the Secret Society. She's like, yeah, I want your permission to send me to the next place of superheroes they found, whatever. And so then she realizes that the whole time the fight was being live streamed to a private network, and she basically misdirection. Glass had everybody looking in one direction when he's clearly working on something else. So the whole time he was like, yeah, I want you guys to go fight at the Osaka building, the tallest building in the city, and during this grand opening, so everyone can see what we're made of. That was never his plan. That was his misdirection. At the end of the day, he had over 100 cameras at Ravenhill that the Doctor had told him, say, hey, look, there's 100 cameras here watching every move you guys make. So he used that private feed, those cameras to a private feed, private network. They discover it too late that it went to a private network. Then subsequently, like I said before, they get a mysterious upload. Dunn's son, Elijah's mom, and the girl all get the footage, and then they post it on Facebook and different boards and forums and whatever. I would assume YouTube. And then they sit in the train station and watch everyone. The news get out, the footage get out about superheroes and supervillains. They sit back and watching Glee. It makes major news. So moving forward, I really, really hope M. Night continues with this world that he's built. I hope that he shows more heroes and villains. I know people were kind of, stuck on Dunn and Glass and Kevin kind of being the main staples, tentpoles of this particular universe. I mean, I'm okay with the direction he went in. It wasn't about them. It was about the world building and the superhero, supervillain trope, right? So I hope M. Night continues moving forward with this and gives us new characters with new abilities. Man, I'm so stoked if he moves forward with this. I don't get all the hate. I don't understand all the divisiveness. People are calling this a bad film. I don't know. Get out your feelings. It's a great film. I love what he did. I'm gonna go see it again. So once again, Superstar 75 movie reviews with a twist. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.